Well, there's a larger debate around cancel culture, and this time it is about Naseeruddin Shah and what he wrote in a leading news daily. Veteran actor Naseeruddin Shah, he sparked off a fresh controversy after claiming that he was disinvited from a university event which he linked to his political views. In this newspaper's op-ed, Naseeruddin Shah has said that he never endorsed the idea of India as a Vishwaguru and also criticized the current dispensation, the BJP government. The actor also targeted the NDA government, alleging that criticism of the ruling establishment is often labelled anti-national. In the op-ed, he further went on to claim that he raised concerns over what he described as rewriting of history and textbooks. Then he flagged issues related to the detention of students during protests. And these remarks have triggered a fresh political debate, drawing sharp reactions from across the spectrum and reigniting discussions over freedom of expression and political dissent. My colleague Rucha is with us. Rucha, for viewers joining us on this broadcast, take us through the details of what Naseeruddin Shah has highlighted in this particular op-ed that he's written in a leading national daily.
Well, the controversy started when Naseeruddin Shah was disinvited from one of the events of the University of Mumbai's Urdu department, where they had Jashn-e-Urdu festival, for which Naseeruddin was going to speak with the students. He was going to interact with the students of the Mumbai University, and one day prior to the event he was disinvited, and he has spoken about that because his thoughts do not align with the current government, and because he continuously criticizes the idea of Vishwaguru, or he does not align with what the government says.
That is why he is because we have Tom Vadakkan of the Bharatiya Janata Party joining us on this broadcast. I'll come back to you, Rucha. But Mr. Vadakkan, good morning. Naseeruddin Shah has written an op-ed in a leading news daily, and I'm going to quote an excerpt from what he said, and I would like to take your reaction on it. In one of the excerpts of this op-ed, he says, and I quote, "I have never praised the self-proclaimed Vishwaguru. In fact, I've been critical of the way he conducts himself. His narcissism offends me, and I haven't been impressed by a single thing he's done in the last 10 years. I've been often critical, and I continue to do so." Now, this is just one portion of what he said, and he links his political views to the fact that he was disinvited from a university event after first being invited. And he also says that because of the views that he's had, because of the criticism, that the fact that he's been so vocal about this government, is why he was possibly disinvited from that university event. How do you react to this statement?
Well, Naseeruddin Shah is a veteran actor, accepted. He acts well and should continue doing it. His views and his certifications are not required or acceptable on nationalism or on politics, because these are areas which he has an opinion. So I think he should keep his opinion to himself. And I think it also happens that it is a matter that he wants to attract attention to his great wisdom. This gyan that he's spreading around is not necessary. Act very well, yes, fine, and we will appreciate his films. But I think he's stretching it too far. Based on hearsay, he says he's not invited here or there. What is the documentation to prove that? And he says, well, they didn't call me because they thought I said something about somebody, and that's why they didn't call me. It is a pure hearsay. So I think a matured senior citizen should think before he writes something,
right,
and not wait for appreciation from the ecosystem.
Yes.
The ecosystem has a lot of other things to do too.
But Mr. Vadakkan, let's also not forget that in the recent past, it was music maestro A.R. Rahman who also made a remark where he said that maybe because of communal politics, he's losing work, and this is something he's seen. Yes, he did make a statement after that itself where he said that maybe his comment was misinterpreted. But do you think this is now, with the likes of A.R. Rahman or Naseeruddin Shah talking about how they are possibly facing cancel culture because of their, because of a particular kind of a trend in the country, as they are talking about. What is the larger message that goes on? Because the opposition latches on to this kind of a statement, and they are going to say that, yes, look, there is hate in the country. We've been talking about this.
See, let's not compare apples and oranges. The context of Rahman was a totally different context. And Naseeruddin Shah's case is totally different. So if opposition wants to drag both these issues together, then I think they lack wisdom, they lack maturity in understanding the context in which each of them spoke. And I don't think there is any hatred in this country. We all love our country. There are people who criticize our country abroad. Please address these issues to these people who are essentially the modern traitors to our nation.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Tom Varakan, for joining us on this broadcast. We have Amit Jamai of the Samajwadi Party also with us. Mr. Jamai, good morning. Naseeruddin Shah has written an op-ed in a national daily in which he says he was disinvited from a university because of the political views he has. And he ends this op-ed, and I'm going to quote from what he said. He said, would it be too far-fetched to equate the situation with George Orwell's 1984, in which not singing the praise of the great leader is considered sedition? This is what Naseeruddin Shah has said. What do you have to say?
देखिए, नसीरुद्दीन शाह जी को पहली बात तो ये समझ लेना चाहिए, ये इंडिया अलायंस की हुकूमतें नहीं हैं, ये यूपीए 1, यूपीए 2 नहीं है कि आप कुछ भी बोलेंगे और बोल के आप निकल जाएंगे। भाई, जब इस देश का हुक्मरान ये तय करना चाहता है, किसी शायर ने कहा था कि इस मुल्क की हवाएं, इस मुल्क की नदियां किधर बहें, उसकी सिमत क्या हो, उसका डायरेक्शन क्या हो, ये शहंशाह तय करना चाहते हैं। तो क्या इतनी बात नसीरुद्दीन शाह जी को समझ में नहीं आती है? और अगर जाना था उस यूनिवर्सिटी में तो पहले एक स्क्रिप्ट बीजेपी से लिखवा लेते कि वहां बोलना क्या है। तो बिल्कुल उनको एक यूनिवर्सिटी में क्या, दुनिया के देशों में उनको बुलाया जाएगा, जिस तरह से हमारे भारत में लोग पिच करने जाते हैं। तो सीधी सी बात है कि नसीरुद्दीन शाह जी समझ में आना चाहिए कि जब भारत की संसद में लीडर ऑफ अपोजिशन का माइक बंद कर दिया जाता है, जब भारत की संसद में कल हमने देखा कि कितने मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट जो लाखों लाख लोगों की कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं। नसीरुद्दीन शाह, बेशक हम जानते हैं कि देश दुनिया में उनका बहुत बड़ा नाम है, वो हमारे भारत का एक एसेट है, हमारे भारत का एक बहुत ही डिग्निफाइड फेस है। लेकिन उन्हें ये मालूम होना चाहिए कि ये वो समय नहीं है कि जब गुरुदत्त जी ने प्यासा बना के नेहरू जी के चेहरे पे थप्पड़ मारा था। ये वो समय नहीं है कि आप बचा लिए जाएंगे।
जी, अमीन जमाई जी, आप कह रहे हैं कि what Naseeruddin Shah is saying while he is talking about, he's putting the spotlight on how he is facing a certain kind of cancel culture because he takes a position against it. मैं आपका ध्यान एक कमेंट की तरफ आकर्षित करना चाहूंगी, और ये एक डीएमके के मंत्री है। उन्होंने कहा है कि नॉर्थ इंडियंस तमिलनाडु इसीलिए आते हैं या सदर्न स्टेट इसीलिए आते हैं क्योंकि नॉर्थ में जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज नहीं है, और वो साउथ इंडिया में आते हैं, वहां पे टेबल पोंछते हैं। दिस इज द काइंड ऑफ कमेंट मेड बाय अ मिनिस्टर इन द डीएमके। व्हाट डू यू हैव टू से अबाउट दिस?
देखिए, ये बात तो मतलब टेबल पे पोंछना वाला काम करना डिग्निफाइड वर्क है, मेहनत मजदूरी का वर्क है। लेकिन ये बात बिल्कुल सही है कि हमारी हिंदी पट्टी में लोगों के पास काम नहीं है। हमारा उत्तर प्रदेश का योगी आदित्यनाथ जी जहाँ का मुख्यमंत्री है, भदोही का कारपेट एक्सपो बर्बाद हो गया है, कानपुर आगरा का जो लेदर इंडस्ट्री है वो 18% टैरिफ में बर्बाद हो रहा है, मुरादाबाद का ब्रास इंडस्ट्री बर्बाद हो रहा है। तो तकरीबन 2 करोड़ लोग, 2 करोड़ परिवार बेरोजगारी की चपेट में है। ये बात तो सच है।
पर अमीन जी, दिस इज नॉट इवन अबाउट जॉब्स, राइट? दिस इज अबाउट अ माइंडसेट दैट इज बीइंग perpetrated. It is not the first time एक एंटी हिंदी पोजीशन लिया गया है। तो अगर हेट की हम बात कर ही रहे हैं तो ये काइंड ऑफ इस तरह के जब कमेंट्स आते हैं इंडिया अलायंस के लीडर से ही, तब पोजीशन अलग क्यों हो जाता है?
हमारा यही कहना है कि मेहनत मजदूरी करने वाले लोगों पर किसी को सवाल नहीं उठाना चाहिए। ये देश सबका है, कोई कहीं भी आ सकता है। लेकिन आप हमें ये बताइए कि कश्मीर के बच्चे जब नोएडा में पढ़ने आते हैं, हमारी सरकार की कोशिश है कि हम कश्मीर को मेन स्ट्रीम में ले आए, कश्मीर हमारे भारत के साथ आगे जुड़ के काम कर रहा है, लेकिन हम उन बच्चों के साथ क्या करते हैं?
चलिए।
नॉर्थ ईस्ट के जो बच्चे हैं उत्तराखंड में, हमने उनके साथ क्या किया? ये सब ड्यू टू बीजेपी आरएसएस का जो पूरा रिजीम है, जब तक ये भारत में एग्जिस्ट करेगा।
पर जो एंटी हिंदी और जो नॉर्थ इंडियंस के खिलाफ कमेंट किया गया है वो तो आरएसएस और बीजेपी के लीडर्स के थ्रू नहीं किया गया। एंड यस, द पोजीशन दैट वन टेक्स अगेंस्ट हेट शुड बी अ कंसिस्टेंट पोजीशन, should not be one that is politically convenient. Thank you, Mr. Jamai, for joining us. A larger debate has been sparked off by what Nasiruddin Shah has written in this op-ed. Shaina NC of the Shiv Sena is also with us. Miss Shaina, in an op-ed in a national daily, Nasiruddin Shah has said that because he is so critical of the ruling dispensation, because he is not impressed by the work done by the government in the last 10 years, and because he has put out his views so clearly, a university decided to uninvite him. How do you look at this statement made by Mr. Nasiruddin Shah?
Look, in a democracy, everyone is entitled to an opinion. Nobody is saying you cannot air your opinion. But if a university asks you to speak the power of truth, what does that power of truth mean? It means that you express what is factually done. Now, if you look at, Mr. Nasiruddin's comparisons of a situation, he talks about George Orwell in 1984, highlighting that there was a suppression of freedom of speech and criticism. I want to ask Mr. Nasiruddin Shah, have you seen the recent projects in India? Have you seen the kind of progress that we have seen as an economy? Have you seen the kind of development under Prime Minister Modi ji? Or are you just going to view everything with your jaundiced eyes and your myopic viewpoints, which try to suggest that there is discrimination or you are being disinvited from an event because you are citing your own examples of current affairs of the country? But the current affairs which are factually true have to be highlighted too. So, Mr. Nasiruddin Shah, as you have freedom of expression, people have the freedom and the right to choose what they would like to propagate at a university lecture, or if they invite you to an event, it is their prerogative what they choose to highlight or not. So please understand, the beauty of India is anekta mein ekta, but at the same time, different diverse opinions which coexist.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Shaina, for joining us on this broadcast. Now, viewers, we have breaking news coming in, and there are back-to-back reactions to what Mr. Nasiruddin Shah has said. A political debate has been sparked off. Right now, it is the Congress party and Congress's Imran Masood, Congress MP Imran Masood, who has weighed in. He's backed the views of Nasiruddin Shah amid the ongoing debate. Imran Masood claims that yes, divisive politics is being promoted by the BJP.
ये सब नैरेटिव बनाने का काम कर रहे हैं। देश में क्या बनाना चाहते हैं, देश को बनाना क्या चाहते हैं, ये अब यही है। नसीरुद्दीन शाह जैसे आदमी के लिए आप ऐसी बात करोगे तो इससे ज्यादा दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण क्या हो सकता है। एक आदमी के साथ भी नहीं होना चाहिए, आर्टिस्ट वो तो बहुत बड़ा नाम है, छोटे से छोटे आदमी के साथ भी नहीं होना चाहिए। जंग आजादी की लड़ाई जब हमारे आबा अजदाद ने लड़ी थी तो इस ख्वाब के साथ लड़ी थी कि हम सब लोग हिंदू मुस्लिम सिख ईसाई मिलकर के देश के विकास को गति देंगे। ये देश की रफ्तार को रोक रहे हैं।
So, big debate over what Nasiruddin Shah has said. With that, we are also moving on.